Instant online valuation tools. Do they work? So many people I've been speaking to have got instant online valuation tools on their website, on their Facebook, anywhere they can put them. They're using Facebook advertising and paying money to make sure that even more people see their instant online valuation tool. Then I speak to them and they complain that they're not getting any market appraisals through these tools. Have they been sold a doozy? Or do they just not know what to do with the information? I've produced a free script for this very reason, because so many people have told me that they're struggling on the best way to use the data that comes from the instant online valuation tool. These tools aren't in fact designed to give an accurate reading for the client. The real reason behind them is for you as an estate agent to have a first point of contact with that potential seller. It might be that they never move. It might be that they were simply being nosy and interested, because in the UK, we're very often just interested in our property prices and the property market. However, people don't decide to move house overnight. They don't wake up one morning and go, right, that's it, we're leaving. It's normally a slow burning process that happens over 18, 12, 6 months. It's rarely an overnight decision. That means that when they see your online instant valuation tool and plug their details into it, the chances are they're in the early stages of research. Why does that matter to you as an estate agent? Well, with GDPR rules and regulations, people's data is even more carefully protected, as well it should be. That, though, can make life difficult for people who have previously found it easy to access and used it in various ways. What the Instant Online Val tool does is allow you access to a person's data because they've expressly given you permission to access it. What can you do with that data? Why not treat that notification that someone's used your tool the same way as when somebody walks into your office space? What do? Ignore them? Hide behind your computer screen? Run to the loo? Make sure you don't make eye contact? No, you stand up and you greet them with a great big hearty smile and a hello, how can I help you? Why aren't you treating the notifications that come through with these potential clients' details with the same veracity and authenticity of welcoming? Pick up the phone the minute you can and say, hi, I've just noticed that you've used our instant online val tool. Now, it's only computer generated, so sometimes the figures are a little bit out. How did you feel when you saw what the computer told you it felt your house was worth? They're going to give you an opinion. Oh, it was spot on. Most of the time they say, doesn't really take into account that I redid the kitchen 10 years ago, or whatever. You can then follow that question up with more questions. Say, you can empathize. First of all, yeah, absolutely agree. Sometimes they just can't get the hang of it, can they, computers? Luckily, there's still humans here. Why was wondering, are you using this tool for insurance purposes because you need an insurance valuation, or is it maybe a remortgage situation? If they say no, say, are we just being nosy? Say, yeah. Most people say that actually. Now you've got several funnels to take them down. If they've said it's about remortgaging, you can explain that the figure on the computer screen isn't the correct one because a remortgage generally takes into a different type of figure that isn't the market value. Then you can direct them to your preferred independent financial advisor who can probably help them further. Or if they say that they're doing it for insurance purposes, you've got the same sort of conversation. Actually, when it comes to insurance, it's normally about a rebuild cost, not a market value cost. So let me put you in touch with our favourite financial guy or gal, and they can probably help you make sure that you save money on your insurance rather than using the incorrect market value. Or they say they were just being nosy. That's fantastic, you say. So many of us enjoy having a nose at the market value. We actually have a regular email that goes out that contains local market reports and information about selling your property and things like that that a lot of people find really interesting. I want to make sure you get that too. Let me double check. What was your email address? I'll make sure that gets sent out to you. Then you've got their permission. You can then put them into MailChimp or Aweber, Constant Contact, whatever the software is you use, and drip feed them information over the coming weeks, months, even years, because they've given you permission to. Now, of course, your newsletters have an unsubscribe option, so if at any point they think this is nonsense, I'm not interested, they can activate their free will and bin you off. But in our experience, what most often happens is you provide value. You're not selling anything, you're simply giving information, and people find it really interesting. People love thinking about houses, and this way means you get to build trust with a potential seller, or they may never sell, but you're still building a relationship with somebody within your community. So next time they talk to somebody that might be moving house, you're more likely to be the top of their mind. That's one of the reasons that we use Facebook advertising as well. It's a top of the mind awareness thing. So you can add value and keep yourself in other people's minds. They may say no thank you, that's absolutely fine as well. Make sure you follow GDPR rules and regulations and don't contact them. That would be worse. However, every now and then you get a nugget of gold and it turns out they were doing it because actually they wanted to sell their house. Easy, you just get the opportunity to book in an MA. I hope that helps somewhat. If you want the free script, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But if you want some more bespoke training for your team, I can offer that as well. If you need the email series to drip feed to people, get in touch. I've got that all available. If you have any questions or any comments at all, please don't hesitate to pop them in the box below, and don't forget to subscribe.